We are in Schuylerville, New York, and we're building a gateway visitor center for the Hudson Valley. So this is an area that's steeped in history and natural beauty, and so this is an attempt by this area to draw more people here, to expose them to the history and natural beauty.
People have traveled quite a ways to get here. Several people from Quebec, people from Ontario, from British Columbia, all over the States.
My name is Cornelius. I am from the country of Denmark in Europe. I wanted to do a timber framing course, so when I heard about this event, and all it took for me financially was to get myself to this place, and then I would receive all this valuable training. So for me, that was a big part of it.
We're going to be working together for 10 days. We'll have an orientation meeting and a safety meeting every day. Then we have a little bit of an exercise stretching session. We are divided into teams. We have 8 instructors, each instructor working on a particular piece in the building.
This is really my first major guild project, so it's been really fun for me to see how this unfolds and to see how many other young people there are.
We have people of all levels of skill. I would say I fall in there somewhere in the middle, which is great because that means there's lots of people I can learn from. And when there's people around who have a little bit less experience, you get to teach a little bit. And that can be, just as valuable.
I've had a great time here so far. Everyone's been super welcoming. And for someone with little to no experience, I've been amazed and really impressed with how open all the instructors are, how friendly they are.
We're working in a very traditional mode right now with a lot of hand tool work, but also traditional methodologies.
The old ways in particular, there's a reason that those methods have survived over the centuries. If they didn't work, those buildings aren't around anymore. So the methods that survived were the best ways to do things.
I'm really trying to get with the hand tools, which are just as good today as they were in the 1800s. I've been sharpening my chiseling skills. I've been zoning in and zinning out on my hand sawing skills. That's more of the practice of timber framing that I want.
I did have a bit of hand tool experience from this course that I took, but was pretty intimidated by the power tools involved in timber framing. So I found one other woman on here who's about the same build as I am, and got her to demonstrate how she works with these huge tools every day. And she does it like it ain't no thing.
I find a really nice balance between the speed and efficiency of power tools and the precision and enjoyment you can get from working with hand tools. So it's a fun debate, but the truth is you need both.
One of the things the participants appreciate most are some of the informal evenings. Last night there was a bonfire.
Some of the timber framers who are here are also musicians, and they play some good tunes for everyone. There's just a really nice sense of community amongst this group.
There's also a lot of networking, and people are very willingly sharing their contacts, and they're suggesting places I could go and look for work. So it's really quite a supportive environment to be in.
Of course, we want people to take back new skills and new knowledge, but I think the most enduring thing they will take back are the new friendships that they make and the acquaintances and the contacts that will continue to build our community, just strengthen our community throughout North America.
So I think that's great.
They all feel like this. We're all going home drinking beer.
Yeah.
Upon completion of the fabrication phase of the project, all the pieces are put into storage while the foundation is prepared for the final raising, which will take place 9 months later in June 2017.
Here we are, June 2017, Schuylerville, New York. We conducted a number of workshops back in September, and those workshops basically completed all of the fabrication of the timbers, and we then had a raising in the last couple of days, which was absolutely amazing.
The Mullins came up with their A-frames and block and tackle, set up a rig, and we hoisted up the frames. We had people pulling on ropes. We got 2 frames up the first day. And then we started on Saturday and we had another 40, 45 people.
We had some community members pulling on the ropes and pulling the sides of the building up, so everybody was really in a great mood.
And then after that point, we moved to a crane raising where we dropped on all the plates, and the guys up there were just true professionals, and we pushed and we got it done, I think about 8 o'clock last night.
My emotions, I'm very humbled by what's happened here. The level of outreach on the part of both the timber frame community and the local community is just absolutely humbling.
I'm thrilled to death. This has been 10 years of a lot of hard work by a lot of people. We have tens of thousands of tourists come to this area every summer, and we're going to be able to direct them to where all the historic sites are. So we're figuring that early next year in the spring, the building will be completed and we will have tourists pulling in right here in the spot where I'm standing.
Knowing that what we're building here is going to leave a significant impact on this community, that feels incredible. You know, that's like, why do you do anything in your life ultimately when you really ask those big questions? It's to make really good connections with other humans and hopefully improve each other's lives.
It's very sad to break up at the end of this event and think that maybe we'll never get to work together again. So the main thing I hope is that we'll all get together again and build another beautiful building, whether it be next year or a couple years down the road.